what have you enjoyed so far about training camp, and in particular, obviously the defense, but also your defensive backs?
Let's start off. I love the weather here. It's been pretty good. It's probably been the best thing. But I think the guys, we have a really good group. I think the guys care about ball. Been working their butts off, man. Bunch of competition at every position. So it's been really cool to see those guys just approach the game in the right way. Team bonding still going on, and all the leadership with Coach Taj, man, every day trying to find a way to get better. So just really fired to see these guys just put one team together and show up on game day.
Did TJ tell you about the weather?
He did, man. So he kind of told me about it. I believe him, and then when I got here, I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's probably the best spot to be.
You and a lot of the coaches I mentioned, like loving ball is like, I guess a prerequisite. I guess the word I'll go with. But is that something like you can teach, or is that something that you guys are looking for in particular in trying to bring people in the building?
Yeah. So when you recruit players, all of you want players that love to be around the building, that love ball, love to be around the team, and then look for the movement skills, the want to, the position they play, right? But if you don't love the game, man, you have no chance. When things get hard, right, they're always going to crumble. But guys that love the game will always try to find a way to get better.
You guys have been opening up competitions a little bit more in drills this week. What have you been seeing, and how are you sorting through it?
You know what, man? It's been really good, right? And the reason we're doing that because there's a bunch of competition at every position, right? So the only way you can find out who's the best player is to let those guys compete, right? So hey, man, the best man gonna win at that position. So it's been really cool, like right, just in the corner position. Niles Davis, Kamani Hudson, like those guys been like showing up, right? They were kind of quiet, and then you let those drills go, and those guys, like some young guys.
What are you seeing out of them? Was that just really when the pads came on, they lit up a little
100%,
bit?
right, 100%. Especially as a young guy, you don't really see it as much. And then like Niles Davis, a true freshman, and Kamani Hudson, a redshirt freshman. Like those guys kind of like tiptoeing, and then it like exploded a little bit. Right now, it's pushing those older guys, right, the seniors, man. So really cool.
Finding out people that like aren't socially as loud, but they're loud on the field.
That's right. That's all you got to be loud on the field. I don't care about social being loud, right? You touch that field, you loud. Then that's all I care about.
Speaking of which, you're one of the more consistent voices we hear when we're out there on the field. What has kind of like informed your background to consistently bring the energy when you're out there?
You know what, man? I love the game, right? This game gave me everything I got, to be honest, man. So I've been playing football since I was very, very young, and then once I got done playing, started coaching, right? So I do it for the players, right? So players play, coaches coach, right? If you bring energy and juice, your players will too, right? They follow your lead, man. So if anything, there's nobody DB room that we're going to play hard, we're going to play fast, we're going to over-communicate, right? So if I want them to do that, I'm going to do the same. So that's how I feel about it.
Is there anything in particular you're trying to impress on the DBs?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Is there anything in particular you're trying to impress on the DBs?
I think every DB that we have natural cover skills, right? I want the willing tacklers, right? That's going to run through people's face, right? That's going to do all the dirty work that nobody want to do, right? Those are the guys I'm looking for, right? Like a bunch of our DVs have one trait, all the same. All those guys can cover, right? But who's willing to go tackle, play after play after play? Those are the guys I'm looking for, and I try to preach that every day, right? It's a big theory that corners don't like to tackle. Well, our corners gonna tackle, right? So we got to do it in practice, and we're gonna preach that, right? So I'm a firm believer in that.
How many guys you got working at the nickel spot?
At the nickel spot, we have four right now, and it's an open battle, and maybe three guys that kind of like separate themselves a little bit, man. But it's gonna come down to game week to figure out what we're gonna do there.
Who are those four guys?
We have Cam Sidney, right? We have Josiah Wagner was one of those guys was there. We have Zay Crosby was at that position there, right? So we have a bunch of guys, and Q Shimwell, right? So a bunch of guys at that position. But one thing I feel like we do really, really good in the back end, right? Q Shimwell will play nickel, right? He will play safety, and he will play corner too, right? So we just trying to find the five best DBs to get on the football field.
And Crosby can play safety too?
That's right. That's right. So we cross-train every guy in that back end, right? So you're going to learn either two or more positions, right? So if you're a really good player, you play three, right? If you're a guy that only learned two positions, that's what you're going to do, right? But not one person in our DB room only know one position.
How different are your two safety spots? Are they significantly, but basically the same, or are they really different?
The same, right? We just play. I mean, when you in this system, you can play sides in the system, right? It's all kind of the same for us, and we all meet in the same meeting room, right? So there's no way you can know what one set to do and not the other, and we all in the same meeting room, right? So it's the same to us.
There's not a strong safety per se.
No, it could be a field safety and a boundary safety, right? But to us, we play sides for us. We play sides.
What does over communication look like, and is it different from position to position?
Correct. So I always say a triangle communication, right? So naturally, right, the DBs going to always communicate with each other, right? But it's a triangle, right? So I got to communicate with the inside backer, right, to the safety. Safety got to go safety to the other backer to the corner, right? It's always triangle communication, right? Sometimes, right, our corner got to communicate with the DN, right? At some point, right? So to me, it's hey, I get a signal, right? I co-sign the signal, then I over communicate to someone else, right? So there's no reason why I should get a signal. You just turn my head around, don't say anything, right? We sit in a call, you re-sitting it back to the coach, and then you sit into your teammate. So always triangle. Should be 3 guys talking on that side of the field, and then you get 4 triangles. That's everybody in the back end.
What are some of the main benefits you've seen of guys picking up different positions? Just, I guess, being malleable more than anything, as opposed to, hey, they're good at this, let's keep drilling what they're good at and be as good as can be.
I think when you cross-train guys, you build depth, right? Then you build competition, right? So, for example, right, just say the corner room, right? Just say the corner room is 3 legit or 4 legit corners in that room that can play some really good football, right? It's like, well, guess what? It's only 2 positions in that corner, right? So instead of having that 3rd or 4th guy that can really, really good be on the sideline with me, he gonna play another position, right? So that's why I think it's really, really good. It's opened up competition, cross-training guys, right? Niles Davis, right? He might not be the best corner, but he might be one of the top 5 DBs. So we're gonna find a role for him.
Who are those 4 corners that you refer to?
Say it again, I'm sorry.
Who are those 4 corners that you refer to?
Well, I got 6 corners.
Okay.
I was just using that example. I got 6 corners, and I'd be lying if I told you who would I start today, right? I mean, like, they making my job really, really hard. I tell you that though, man, right? But I'm fired up for it, right? So that's why I track every loaf, I track every punch out, I track every missed tackle, I track everything I could do. So when it's time to go make those starters, I'm like, look, this is why, right? But if I had to make a decision today, I wouldn't know the answer, to be honest. I wouldn't know.
Excuse my ignorance, but
Yep.
what does a pass game defensive coordinator do that's different from a defensive coordinator in general?
If I'm being honest, right,
Yes.
that's a title, right? That's all it is, right? I do my job and I control the back end, right? But I watch a bunch of tape and I watch a bunch of film, right? So I know our rules of what we do in the back end, right? So, for example, right, you say we always do a technique where you put your left foot up first. I watch a bunch of tape and I'm like, hey, Coach Hutch, I think this week we need to put our right foot up, right? So that's just what it is, man, but it's all a title, man, right? Coach Hutch, he runs this show. This is his show, and I'm just here to back him up. But in the day, man, it's a title, right? It's a title, and I just do my role. My role is a defensive back coach, and I coach some DBs, and that's what I do.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate y'all, man.
And then you